Gentlemen, we have made it. We have made it to the granddaddy of them all.
The whole enchilada.
The grand enchilada, the whole kit and caboodle.
The Holy Grail.
This is where the magic happens, if you will.
Where
it all comes down to this.
Where athletes cement their name in history.
That's right.
Where rookies become stars, stars become superstars, and superstars become legends.
Legends. And we're going to talk about all that and more, as it is the last episode of the season for Horsemen of Pick'ems, Super Bowl 48. And that start, or 58. 58.
There
I'm
you
sorry.
go.
58. Yeah.
Right.
Now you're good.
Math. Hard. Starts right about now.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Baby. Football freaks, gridiron geeks, have no fear because the four horsemen of Pick'ems are here in the flesh, baby. What is going on, everybody? I, of course, am your host with the most, representing the aqua and the orange 24/7, 365 days a year, the Miami Dolphins. Hey, Pizzle. Boom. In the flesh, baby. Joining me as always, Mr. LC Muscles 28.
What's going on, everybody?
Represent the Steelers
fan. Represent the Stellars. And I'm just happy to be here, man. You know what? Even though my team may not be in the Super Bowl, I got to see my team win live and in person this year in Pittsburgh. So you know what? That was my kind of personal Super Bowl. Now we get to see the actual granddaddy of them all and see who will hoist the Vince Lombardi trophy.
That's right. And of course, Mr. Tiny Mother-loving Tim, who's representing the Chiefs this week because one of them East Texan boys are in the Super Bowl.
That's right. That's right. It's Tiny Tim here, usually representing the America's team here. But this week, got to represent an East Texas native by the name of Patrick Mahomes Jr.
The second.
Or the second.
Patch Mahomes the second.
Number 15 in your playbook, number 1 in your heart.
That's right. That is absolutely right, man. 58. Super Bowl 58. Do you guys remember the first Super Bowl you ever watched?
Yes, I actually do.
Yes.
My first 4 Super Bowl that I actually watched was Super Bowl 40.
Oh, of course.
Well, because Super Bowls, the past Super Bowls, I really wasn't interested in. The only one I didn't even really pay attention to was 39 because my uncle actually went to a Super Bowl.
Oh.
He actually went to a Super Bowl, but this one was way too expensive. But still, he's excited for it. He's a big 49er fan, and he actually is going to have a lot of fun. He said he's very excited but very nervous as well. So
is he going to the game?
No.
Oh,
no. But he's no. Fortunately, it's just not going to work out that way. But hey, it's going to be a fun time, though, to say the least.
Oh,
my first Super Bowl was 31. It was the Patriots and the Packers.
Ooh.
Back in 1997. I remember watching that. It was absolutely crazy seeing Desmond Howard taking the kick return for the touchdown. It was absolutely nuts.
I remember that one.
Mm-hmm. And
I really wasn't into sports as much until I moved to Florida. So
yeah, I was more a casual fan, but that was the first Super Bowl I remember seeing. But the first one I saw fully was the one against, I think it was the Patriots and the it was the Bucks and the Raiders.
Super Bowl 37.
Yes. Yes.
There you go. I like that.
Well, I'm going to be showing my age when I tell you about the first one I saw.
That's fine.
Super Bowl 16.
Wow. 1981.
It was the 49ers against the Bengals.
Wow.
And the 49ers took care of the Bengals in that game.
Yes, they did. And yes, they did.
Yep. I'm old.
That's fine.
And believe it or not, I should say, since this is our last show of the season, I do have a birthday coming up next month. So
happy early birthday, my friend.
Early birthday, Tiny Tim.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Big 5-0.
Wow.
Oh man.
5-0. Half century man.
Yeah, I'm probably the youngest looking 50-year-old guy you're probably ever going to see.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
Take a few more years, take about 10 more years off if I shave all this off. Yeah, just take a little bit off this here. And maybe about 10 more years take off. So
yeah.
I maybe do this tomorrow.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But anyway, yeah, I'm old. And that was the first one I remember seeing.
That's totally fun. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Before we get to our Super Bowl picks, do we want to predict the awards for the NFL honors that are going to be tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do that. Why not?
Yeah, we did a show on Fantasy Football Fever. Our last show we did on my channel, TJM3774. Y'all go back and check it out if you haven't seen it yet.
Yep.
We did our own version of who would take the major awards for the NFL honors, which will be, if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, yep.
Tomorrow night. What network?
It is on CBS.
Oh, it's on CBS.
I believe it is on CBS.
I've got my list nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I just want one person to win. TJ Watt.
All right, we'll get to that. All right, hold on. Hold your horses just a little bit, okay?
All right.
Let me just check here and see the finalists. There we go. Scroll to the bottom. Let's go from the bottom. Let's do the assistant coach of the year. Start out with that. All right. Nominees. We have Ben Johnson from the Detroit Lions. He's their offensive coordinator. Mike McDonald, who is the Baltimore Ravens defensive coordinator. Todd Morgan, who is the Baltimore Ravens offensive coordinator. Jim Schwartz, who is the Browns defensive coordinator. And Bobby Slowick, who is the Houston Texans offensive coordinator. Who is your guys' pick and why?
I like Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson, Detroit Lions offensive coordinator. That is my pick as well because the Lions, their offense this year was absolutely phenomenal.
It was phenomenal, and they got their farthest has ever been in the playoffs since 1991.
That's right.
It's been a minute for them, even though I have to give good praise to the Detroit Lions. My pick for assistant coach of the year is Slowick for the Texans.
Wow.
How he has been able to turn that offense around with that great rookie quarterback CJ Stroud, with that offensive over that team. I think Houston has a bright future. Now, I'm not saying that they could win the AFC South next year, but give them some time, they'll be back up there.
That's right. LC said Ben Johnson. I said Ben Johnson. He said Slowick from the Texans. All right. Next award is the Coach of the Year. Nominees are Dan Campbell of the Detroit Lions, John Harbaugh of the Baltimore Ravens, DeMeco Ryans of the Houston Texans, Kyle Shanahan of the San Francisco 49ers, and Kevin Stefanski of the Cleveland Browns. To me, I think this one's pretty obvious. I'm going to go with MCDC Dan Campbell for basically the exact same reason we gave Ben Johnson. That guy has an absolute motor. This guy, people want to run through a wall for this guy. You know? Although DeMeco Ryans is a close second, I'm going with my gut and saying Dan Campbell is Coach of the Year.
I'm going DeMeco Ryans, actually.
Okay.
Because I think turning around possibly one of the worst teams this year, having one of the rosters with just a few rookies complete, turning that team from a bottom feeder to a playoff team, you can't deny that.
True. Thank you, Levy Smith.
I agree with what DeMarco Ryans did with that team, but my pick for Coach of the Year is Dan Campbell in Detroit.
If he doesn't win, I don't mind.
Like I said, last year and a half, Detroit has been so great. The offense has been so wonderful. I could probably see them winning the division again next year, although keep your eye on Green Bay.
Yep, keep an eye on those Green Bay mother-loving Packers. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
All right. Comeback Player of the Year. Nominees are Damar Hamlin, safety for the Buffalo Bills, Joe Flacco, quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, Baker Mayfield, quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Matthew Stafford, quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams, and Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. I'm gonna go Baker Mayfield. I'm gonna say Baker Mayfield wins because the numbers he put up when everybody counted him out at the beginning of the season, like we all did. Let's be honest, we all counted him out. Nobody said that he was going to do much of anything, but he proved the doubters wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
He might actually be the Browns starter moving forward, or Browns. He might be the Buccaneers starter moving forward. So I'm going to go with Baker Mayfield.
I think Baker's Mayfield is going to win too. And then personally, we all know it's going to go to Damar Hamlin, but realistically, it should go to Baker Mayfield.
I'm actually selecting Joe Flacco for this one.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, I mean that Cleveland offense was struggling a little bit. Flacco came in and kind of brought them back a little bit. So I hadn't seen him play this well since before his last couple of years in Baltimore. But I my sentimental pick would be Damar Hamlin. But
yeah,
he really didn't play much during the year.
I think he only had like 4 tackles all year.
He didn't really do much.
Really,
and he had that moment in the AFC divisional round, which
muffed or the punt or fake punt.
Fake punt that made no sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going Baker Mayfield. He's going Baker Mayfield. Tim is going with Joe Flacco. Although it would be awesome to see Tua win something. That would be pretty cool, in my opinion. All right, so next up, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Nominees are Will Anderson, Houston Texans defensive end, Jalen Carter, Philadelphia Trojans defensive tackle, Joey Porter Jr., Pittsburgh Steelers cornerback, Kobe Turner, the Los Angeles Rams defensive tackle, and Devin Witherspoon, Seattle Seahawks cornerback. I think we all know who you're going to pick.
Joey Porter Jr. Come on. Having one of the best cornerback seasons in a long time, statistically, according to Pro Football Focus, I don't see how you don't give it to him.
That's true. That is a good point. I'm going to go Will Anderson.
Will Anderson? I could see that.
I'm going Will Anderson. I mean, let's take his stats real quick. I mean, he had, let's see.
Yeah.
Stats for Will Anderson. Yep, he was a rookie. He had, let's see here. He had 7 sacks. 1 pass defended. He had, let's see, total tackles. Let's see. Only started 13 games. 21 solo tackles, 45 combined tackles. So I think that's a pretty solid year. Devin Witherspoon would be another solid choice.
I agree on that one.
Real quick. Went to Illinois, Seattle Seahawks. From Pensacola, Florida. How you doing? Let me just. Internet's going pretty slow. What a surprise. Let's see. Only had 1 interception it was a pick 6. 79 combined tackles, 48 solos, and 3 sacks. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all.
I'm going with Will Anderson. That's my pick.
Not a lot of sizzle, but a whole lot of substance, I will say.
Amen to that.
Actually, my pick for Defensive Rookie of the Year will be Joey Porter Jr. of the Steelers.
Guess I'm the odd man out here.
Mm-hmm.
What were his numbers, LC? Do you know? Mr. Joey Porter Jr.
Joey Porter Jr. I think only had 27 catches allowed, only 1 touchdown, and I think it was like a per average. He was only about like a 31-yard average, or like a less than 5-yard average catch.
Solid
for the whole year. So very solid indeed.
Nice. All right. Now, Offensive Rookie of the Year. We have the nominees are Jamar Gibbs, Detroit Lions running back, Sam Laporta, Detroit Lions tight end, Puka Nacua, Los Angeles Rams wide receiver, Bijan Robinson, Atlanta Falcons running back, formerly from
Texas.
That's right, Hook'em Horns. And CJ Stroud, Houston Texans quarterback. This to me is no surprise.
No brainer.
No brainer. It's CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Stroud.
It's CJ Stroud. He is
I
the
don't
best.
see how you can't.
The best quarterback in Ohio State from Ohio State in a long time. And that's saying a lot. Isn't that right, Dashy? Because I know he's a big Ohio State fan. You know, so let's see. Let me just check. Let's just CJ Stroud's stats real quick. So he had an impressive year. He had a very impressive year. 4,108 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions.
That's actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
Yes, it is. So we're all unanimous there. All right. Offensive Player of the Year. Nominees are Tyreek Hill, wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins, Lamar Jackson, quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys, Christian McCaffrey, running back for the San Francisco 49ers, and Dakota Prescott, quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. So you got 2 out of the 5 being Dallas Cowboys. Is one of them your pick, Tim?
This is for
out of curiosity.
This is for Offensive Player of the Year, right?
Correct.
Yep, Offensive Player of the Year.
Actually, to be perfectly honest with you, my pick would be Run CMC.
Oh, he's not picking a Cowboy. Interesting.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Dak had a great year. CeeDee Lamb had probably the greatest year of his young career. But when you look at the statistics for McCaffrey, I mean, this guy was a beast.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he was.
He would be chewing up those defenses, spitting them back out, and asking for seconds.
That's right. I'm actually going to go. You guys can call me go home or all you want, but I'm going Tyreek Hill. I'm going with Tyreek Hill because he had 1,799 yards, only 201 yards away from breaking 2,000. 14, or excuse me, I'm sorry. How many touchdowns did he have through the air? 13 touchdowns altogether. But I will agree, Christian McCaffrey was the best player in football this past year. Yeah. But I'm going with my boy Tyreek Hill to win Offensive Player of the Year. Elsie, what say you?
Christian McCaffrey. I think it's kind of obvious.
All right. Run CMC.
Run CMC.
Defensive Player of the Year. We have nominees being Deron Bland, cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys, Max Crosby, defensive end for the Las Vegas Raiders, Myles Garrett, defensive end for the Cleveland Browns, 11 from heaven, Mike Parsons from the Dallas Cowboys, and T.J. Watt, linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want to hear what you guys have to say for this one first.
TJ Watt, let's be honest, he leads the lead the sacks once again. Just the past 3 years, he's led the league in sacks. He's been the best defensive player on the field for the Steelers, and he makes the biggest impact in the game as the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I know my boys Parsons and Bland are in there. Bland really came on with the absence of Tavon Diggs. Michael Parsons, I mean, his numbers were kind of down a little bit in my opinion, but he still contributed. But when you take a look at the list, I mean, just like his brother JJ. This guy, TJ Watt, was a beast, just like his brother. So my pick for defensive player of the year is TJ Watt from the Steelers.
I'm actually going to go a different route. I'm going to say Max Crosby. Max Crosby, defensive end for the Las Vegas Raiders. This guy was an absolute monster this year. He had, 90 combined tackles, 55 solo tackles, 35 assists. Actually, no, 48 solo tackles, 14 and a half sacks. Something different, but you know what? I would like to see that, but it's probably going to be TJ Watt for the Steelers. My pick is Max Crosby, but it's most likely going to be TJ Watt, which is fine, which is A-okay. And he deserves it 100%, as everybody does on this list. And finally, MVP. Nominees are Josh Allen, quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, Lamar Jackson, quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, Christian McCaffrey, running back for the San Francisco 49ers, Dak Prescott, quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, and Brock Purdy, quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. My pick is Lamar Jackson. I'm going Lamar Jackson on this one. I think he had the best year statistically. Even though his team is not in the Super Bowl, I think Lamar Jackson was the best player in the league this year, bar none. I'm going Lamar Jackson as the MVP for the 2023 season.
Yes, I'm in agreement with you there, Pizzle. I picking Lamar Jackson for MVP.
All right. And LC?
Yeah, it's as much as I want Christian McCaffrey, it's going to go to Lamar.
It's going to be Lamar Jackson, says LC Muscles. All right. So that is that for the NFL honors. The awards ceremony is, I believe, tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
CBS.
At 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
So you ready, Alex?
That's right. Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
It is Super Bowl 58, as it is the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. This game is at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. And from what I am seeing right here, the 49ers are 1.5 point favorites.
It actually went to 2-point favorites.
Went up to 2.
Well, actually, here's how it went. It went from 2.5 to 1.5 to 1 to 1.5 to now 2 again.
All right. Referee for this game is?
Since it's only the last game of the season, I'll actually go over the whole crew. So Bill Vinovich is the referee. Umpire Terry Killens will be the umpire for this game. He's a former player refereeing in the Super Bowl. I think it's the first time a former player is refereeing in the Super Bowl or being a part of the officiating crew. Down judge is Patrick Holt. Line judge is Mark Perlman, not related to Ron Perlman. Field judge is Tom Hill, not related to Hank Hill. Side judge is Alan Baines. Back judge Brad Freeman. And replay official Mike Chase. And being that this game is on CBS, and well, actually, we'll get to that in just a little bit. Being that this game is on CBS, you have Jim Nantz as the play-by-play. You have Tony Romo as the analyst.
You have Tracy Wolfson and Evan Washburn as the sideline reporters, and Jay Feely will be the special teams analyst, and Gene Sarator is the rules analyst. But this game will also be on Nickelodeon.
That's right. It'll be on Nickelodeon.
Swing will also be on Nickelodeon because we have Noah Eagle being the play-by-play man. Nate Burleson will be the analyst. Dylan Grimer and Dylan Schefter will be the sideline reporters.
There's also one more thing you forgot. There's also 2 other people that are going to be commentating on not by the play-by-play, but the color commentator.
Patrick Starr
and SpongeBob SquarePants.
And SpongeBob SquarePants as well. That's right. Lowest ticketed price on Game Time. What do you guys think it is?
$2,850.
$3,000.
Lowest ticketed price, $7,771.
$7,000. Oh my God.
$7,771.
If I'm going to pay that much money,
and chicken wings.
I hope it pays for my hotel stay and for all my dinners.
And chicken wings.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys don't mind, I'm going to go first in this one.
Save me for last, actually.
Save LC for last.
Yeah, go ahead, Pizzle.
All right, so it was just 4 years ago when the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers played in Super Bowl XLIV, Super Bowl 54 down in Miami.
You mean LIV, not XLIV?
Or
XLIV was the Seahawks and the
Super
Patriots.
Bowl LIV. You know what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Super Bowl 54. Jeez. A game that was won by Kansas City Chiefs and a game that gave Patrick Mahomes his first Super Bowl. Since then, Mahomes has won one, lost another, and is trying to become a 3-time Super Bowl winner this week against the same 49ers organization he beat 4 years ago. We're often asked what the first game will mean for this game. Not a whole lot, because there were just 17 players combined on the 2 teams playing in this game that were on the last game 4 years ago. But what's even more telling is to look at the stat leaders from that game. Passing leader for the San Francisco 49ers was Jimmy Garoppolo, or as one A-Bomb likes to call him, Jimmy Garbagelo. And Mahomes for the Kansas City Chiefs. The leading rushers for that game were Raheem Mostert for the San Francisco 49ers, now currently for the Miami Dolphins, and Damian Williams for the Kansas City Chiefs. The leading receivers were Tyreek Hill, who is now with the Dolphins, and Kendrick Bourne for the San Francisco 49ers, who I believe is on the Patriots now. I believe.
Kendrick Bourne is on the Patriots, yep.
And there were 4 players with interceptions in that game. 3 out of those 4 players are gone. The one constant is Patrick Mahomes. And I got to say, throughout this season, everyone counting him out. Everyone's all up and down, all around. We don't know what this Chiefs offense is because they lost to the Broncos. They lost a lot of close games. But when the going gets tough, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, they just find a way to get the job done.
Right.
On the other side of the ball, that defense, Steve Spagnuolo, what can you say? I mean, he's built this defense from the ground up, and it's absolutely amazing. But then, on the other side, you got San Francisco behind Brock Purdy playing in his first Super Bowl. He has been outstanding against the blitz this year, number 1 in the league. So Spagnuolo will have to be creative on how to get to him. The Chiefs secondary is the strength of that defense, and it disguises late rotations, and it could be somewhat of a game changer for one Brock Purdy in the end. So early on, I think these 2 teams are going to run They're going to run it down their throats, I think, because they are weak edge defenders. I can't really say that because they still have Joey Bosa for the 49ers. This game will be close.
You mean Nick Bosa?
Nick Bosa, you know what I'm talking. It's a Bosa. Come on.
Right.
I'm sorry, dude. That's just having fun.
I know. So, yeah, this one's tough, honestly. This one's honestly very tough, but these are two of the best teams in the NFL, and rightfully so. Patrick Mahomes or Brock Purdy, it's simple for me. As much as I want to pick San Francisco, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I'm going to pick Kansas City because Patrick Mahomes, he's a man on a mission. And that mission is to take down Tom Brady to become the greatest quarterback of all time. But let's make it a little bit bigger than that. He could be on his way to being football's version of Michael Jordan.
Nope.
Could happen.
No, I don't see it, to be honest.
But at the end of the day, it's hard to bet against Andy Reid, hard to bet against Patrick Mahomes, hard to bet against Travis Kelce, hard to bet against Taylor Swift. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Get the job done. They're playing better football, having beaten the Dolphins and having at home and having beaten the Bills and the Ravens on the road, while the 49ers struggled at home to win both of those games against the Packers and the Lions. So I'm going with the Chiefs to beat the San Francisco 49ers in Super Bowl 58. Final score, 28-24. Give me Kansas City. Yeah.
Oh. Take a little sip here.
As will I. Cheers, my friend.
What you got there?
Coca-Cola Classic.
Not bad. Got me some Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar.
Ooh, zero sugar. Okay.
Yeah, tastes pretty good.
Nice.
Very
I like
nice.
that. I like Dr. Pepper, especially the cream soda one. That's really good.
Cream soda ones, right? The strawberries and cream is to die for.
I've heard it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here is my take. It's my turn to deliver a nice soliloquy. It is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
It is Mr. Irrelevant versus Tom Brady version 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one has come out of nowhere. The other has now built a 7-year career, which only mirrors that of Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've never seen any career start like this since Brady. The only other career I know that got off to an awesome start would be in the world of professional baseball. And that would be the first name that I think of having a starting career like that, as far as Major League Baseball is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Albert Pujols.
Oh, Pujols.
Trust me, he's one of my favorites.
The way Albert Pujols started his career in baseball, all those years in St. Louis, he was unstoppable. And this is what I'm thinking about Patrick Mahomes. As Alex said, just when you were counting them out, just when his receivers were dropping all them passes, they finally found a way to get it together. He's got that awesome receiver, Rashee Rice, who is one of my dark horse candidates for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Ooh.
And, of course, he's got, his favorite target, Travis Kelce.
Mr. Taylor Swift.
Mr. Taylor Swift. And, of course, a little Taylor Swift action here and there. Of course, probably the greatest duo since Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski.
Yes. Agreed.
Have of course, he had have another young receiver, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And of course, backing up Rasheed Rice was.
What is
I
that?
hear it.
What was that?
That's the TV. That's the TV. So keep going at time.
Wait, was that you? Is that you, Lucas?
For what? The Japanese stuff? Yeah, that was the TV. It was American Dad.
I was wondering what that was.
What the heck?
It's American Dad. It's a funny show.
Too bad I haven't got into it.
Yeah.
It's better Family Guy. Later, American Dad's definitely better than Family Guy. It's on right now, so.
That's true.
But anyway, as I was saying,
keep going ahead.
Oh, sorry about that. They had that great young receiver, the young running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He did pretty good. And of course, he had a nice backup this year with Clyde Edwards, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That's also true.
Mm-hmm. And that had that good defense. Not the best defense in the world, but they were pretty strong. Now they're facing they're facing an offense which is just as awesome, with Purdy at quarterback. You got George Kittle, the tight end. You got Deebo Samuel. You got who else they got? I got my notes here.
You got CMC. They got Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk.
Jawan Jennings. They still got Jawan Jennings.
Jawan Jennings. They still got them. They got Nick Bosa. They have that tough defense. That defense that pretty much tore through my Cowboys offense way back in week 5.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like on the injury report, nothing really serious for the Niners.
Nothing.
For the Chiefs, looks like they got two guys on the IR who won't be playing. Jerick McKinnon, the running back, and their wide receiver Sky Moore, who I thought kind of underperformed this year. But I don't know if they're going to trade him or release him. I don't know. But I got some betting odds. I just looked this up last night.
I forgot to mention those. Go ahead.
Check this out. This is from ESPN.com. Kansas City is 10-1-1 against the spread as the underdog with Mahomes. They're 10-0-1 against the spread as road or neutral ground underdogs with Mahomes. They're 9-2 straight up on those.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs have covered 7 straight meetings with the Niners. 3-1 straight up, 4-0 against the spread under Andy Reid. The Chiefs have covered 5 straight games entering the Super Bowl.
They have.
They're 3-0 against the spread this postseason. They won the last 2 games as underdogs. Chiefs have covered 5 straight playoff games, which is the longest streak since 2012 through 15, when the Ravens were 7 straight underdogs in the playoffs, or covered 5 straight. Chiefs are 62-50-1 against the spread, and Patrick Mahomes starts, and that would be including 12-5 against the spread in the playoffs. Chiefs are 111, 88-2 under Andy Reid, and then playoffs that'd be 13-8-1. AFC teams, all AFC teams are 7-2 against the spread in the past 9 Super Bowls. Now, talking about the Niners.
Okay.
Niners are 0-5 against the spread in the last 5 games versus teams with winning records.
Ooh.
They are 4-0 against the spread this season when favored by less than 4 points.
Ooh.
They're 0-3 against the spread in their last 3 games. The Niners were the only team to be favored in every single game this season.
True.
They are the second team to reach the Super Bowl without covering a playoff game. Last team to do it was the 2007 Patriots. San Francisco is 7-4 against the spread in playoff games under Kyle Shanahan, 0-2 against the spread this year. And the 49ers are 15-10-1 against the spread in Brock Purdy starts, and they're 2-3 against the spread in the playoffs. Just a little bit of interesting information to pass on to you.
Okay. Wow.
And so with that, this will be a knockdown, drag-out fight. This will be an offensive shootout. I think I predict a little bit of a higher score than what Alex gave. But in the end, the debate will increase. The debate will intensify. Because I believe Patrick Mahomes will win another Super Bowl, and that will intensify the debate that Mahomes will be the next Brady.
Damn right.
I hate to do this to A-Bomb and all those Niner fans out there, but I guess if Dak Prescott can't do it, I believe. Come on, ain't that funny?
No.
I believe my East Texas boy from White House, Texas, which is only about an hour drive away from where I live in Longview, he will pull it out, and the Kansas City Chiefs will win another Super Bowl and put Patrick Mahomes on the immortality list. Give me the Chiefs with a final score 34-31.
Something interesting that I forgot to mention, that if the Chiefs win, that they will be the first team to win back-to-back Super Bowls since 2003, 2004, New England Patriots and Tom Brady. There you go. LC,
right,
we saved you
for last because I was the pick'em king this year.
I was
the pick'em king this year. Even though of the 4 Horsemen, I did not make it to the Super Bowl this year. I was upset by the person who was in the Super Bowl and Max tournament. I won Dashy's tournament, and I came in second place. My pick'em one, my main paid one, where I won a nice hefty check.
You did.
I won a nice hefty check, so I'm very happy about that.
Right.
So let me go over my notes for this game. Super Bowl 58. The rematch of Super Bowl 54, like we mentioned, Kansas City 31-20 was the last time they played in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs are wearing their red home jerseys. They are 2-1 in the Super Bowl when wearing the red jerseys. Only loss was to Super Bowl 55 against the Buccaneers. And the 49ers are 2-1 wearing their white jerseys, and losing the Chiefs was their only loss. Teams wearing white jerseys all time in the Super Bowl are 37-20. All time.
Oh, that's right.
So 37-20, the white jerseys. The white jerseys always really help. The white jerseys, wearing the road white jerseys, you're in good shape to win it. Let's compare starters from last Super Bowl to this Super Bowl, and we can see how things will play out. For the 49ers in Super Bowl 54, if you were not aware, Jimmy Garoppolo started off. Jimmy Garbaggio started. It was he had 219 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, along with 2 rushing yards. Raheem Mostert was your leading rusher in the game, 12 carries, 58 yards, 1 touchdown. And then Kendrick Bourne was your leading receiver for the 49ers, off 2 catches off 42 yards. Nick Bosa only had 1 sack in the game as well. He was one of 5 Niners to have a sack in that game. And the Chiefs stars, Patrick Mahomes. He had 286 total passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 1 rushing touchdown, and 29 yards rushing for Patrick Mahomes. Damian Williams was your leading rusher, 104 yards, 1 touchdown. Tyreek Hill was your leading receiver, 9 catches, 105 yards. And no current starter had a sack on the 49ers in Super Bowl 54. Now let's go through and talk about some of the upgrades that the 49ers got compared to last Super Bowl and the Chiefs. So the upgrades, 49ers, I have Brock Purdy being an upgrade over Jimmy Garoppolo. Mainly why, we'll get into in a little bit, which is running. Brock Purdy can move. Jimmy Garoppolo is a stationary quarterback for most of the time. Christian McCaffrey over Raheem Mostert, because right now Christian McCaffrey and Raheem Mostert, both of them are Pro Bowlers this year, but Christian McCaffrey's had a better year statistically.
Yep.
You have Brandon Ayuk, who is a huge upgrade over Kendrick Bourne. I 100% agree that he's a lot taller, a lot faster. Then you have Chase Young coming over and helping on the defensive line, a great big help done along that defensive line. And then Jake Moody coming in for Robbie Gould, who Robbie Gould, let's be honest, was at the end of his career, twilight of his career. And for the Chiefs, I only have 2 of them, Isaiah Pacheco and Rashid Rice for Damian Williams and Sammy Watkins. 49ers' biggest key losses from last Super Bowl was DeForest Buckner and Mike McGlinchey, while the Kansas City Chiefs lost Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, McCole Hardman, Orlando Brown Jr., and 3 current players right now who will be missing the Super Bowl. All-Pro guard Joe Thuney will not be playing the Super Bowl. It is a long shot to play in the Super Bowl. He had a torn pectoral muscle. Then you have Charles Omenihu, who is on the defensive line, defensive end. He had a torn ACL in the AFC Championship game against the Baltimore Ravens. And then Derek Nundy, who tore his triceps on the game before and will not be playing in the Super Bowl. So they will definitely be out. More likely Joe Thuney will be out as well. So let's go over some key points on stat-wise. Like if you have some props, if you're a props fan, like I like my props, here's a few props that you would like to take there. Interesting. Patrick Mahomes has thrown at least 1 interception every game against the 49ers he has played.
True.
He did throw 1 against the 49ers when they were last played in San Francisco, and it was the 44-23 game where Brock Purdy got hurt. Really did not get a chance to really fully see what it was like. Then, Orlando Brown Jr. Oh, that's right. Well, just in general, Orlando Brown. Well, this is in regards to the last matchup, Dasher. That's what I was saying. The last matchup. Because he was involved in that last matchup versus the Chiefs and 49ers.
He was.
And then Nick Bosa has had at least 1 sack in every game versus the Kansas City Chiefs. So he's had at least 1 sack in every game against the Chiefs as he has played. And let's go over the advantages for both teams. I have advantages and disadvantages, like the advantages. Which team has the advantage for either side? Barry McCockner on YouTube actually did something similar. So he actually went over this, and his predictions are actually pretty accurate when going over advantages. And I actually want to do this, though. So coaching, I'm going to have to give it to Andy Reid and the Chiefs for their coaching advantage. Let's be honest. Right now, Andy Reid just has more Super Bowl wins. Kyle Shanahan still looking for Super Bowl number 1. Quarterback, I'm going to give it to Patrick Mahomes over Brock Purdy right now. But let's be honest, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league until proven otherwise. But still, I think Brock Purdy can definitely be a great matchup for him. Running backs, I'm going to give the 49ers as their running back advantage. I think that Christian McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell and Jordan Mason are a great running back tandem. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is pretty good, but he just has not been the same, along with Jerick McKinnon. And then Isaiah Pacheco has been your leading rusher, so I'm going to go 49ers running backs. Wide receivers, I'm easily going to go 49ers here. The 49ers receiving core in general just has more advantages compared to the Chiefs. Tight ends, I will give the advantage to Travis Kelce. He's probably one of the best playoff tight ends of all time. George Kittle's good, but Travis Kelce has broken Rob Gronkowski's record for most catches in the playoffs ever.
That is true.
So that's how I give that advantage there. It's the Chiefs. Offensive line, I'm going to give you the advantage to the 49ers. Even though they lost Mike McGlinchey from the last Super Bowl, I think they have definitely improved on that offensive line, not allowing many sacks. And then on the defensive line, I'm going 100% going to go with the 49ers. Just have great defensive depth on the defensive line. And the problem is the Chiefs, realistically, other than George Karlaftis, don't really have that guy now that Charles O'Mane, who got hurt and is now out for the Super Bowl. Linebackers are going to get the 49ers a slight edge, mainly because Fred Warner is probably one of the best linebackers in all football. Let's be honest here.
Yes.
Nick Bolton's a great coverage linebacker for the Chiefs, but the 49ers just in general just have so many more advantages. Defensive backs, I am going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs with a slight advantage with the Chiefs. They've been playing phenomenally well under Steve Spagnuolo's defense. Kicker, I'm going to go Harrison Butker over Jake Moody. It's a veteran over Jake Moody, let's be honest. Punter, I'm going to go 49ers. I think that their punter has been better than Tommy Townsend.
No way.
It's very close, but I think the 49ers in general.
TT?
They've been close. I think that Tommy Townsend's been good, but I think the 49ers punter has just been a tad bit better. It's close, though. I would say slight edge for the 49ers, but it's close. And then finally, the returner, Ray McCloud, I think is a better returner for the Chiefs. And then finally, the last one is going to be
McCloud, former Steeler.
Yep, that's right. But I think the last one is also going to be roster depth. So that's the 49ers. So I would give the 49ers an overall moderate difference in regards to advantages. My final X factor before I go ahead and make my Super Bowl prediction. The Chiefs offensive line versus the 49ers defensive line. So the Chiefs offensive line as their stars right now is going to be Donovan Smith, Nick Allegretti, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, and Jawan Taylor. Versus the 49ers defensive line, Chase Young, Arik Armstead, Javon Hargrave, and Nick Bosa. With the backups being Randy Gregory and Javon Kinlaw. Last Super Bowl, they allowed 5 sacks. The Chiefs allowed 5 sacks. And against the Buccaneers, they allowed a ton of sacks as well and a lot of pressures. I think they allowed one of the most pressures in Super Bowl history when they played the Buccaneers. I mean, with the Buccaneers, yeah, they did. So pretty much in general, I think the 49ers got a great thing, but I've also been reading one last statistic, though. And it's from this one person. Even though I'm not a fan of this person, she's got a good point. Mina Kimes.
You don't like Mina Kimes?
Mina Kimes, she does sometimes provide some ridiculous stats. But this one, I will actually give her credit on. This is actually a really good stat. San Francisco's zone running game this year. First yards in yards of carry. So pretty much when the Chiefs are playing zone defense and the 49ers are playing a run or running the ball, they're first in the league. Or just in general, when defenses are playing zone and the 49ers play on their offense in the I formation, Christian McCaffrey's had number 1 in rushing yards per carry. Kansas City versus zone runs, like if the 49ers are playing zone defense and the Chiefs are playing zone defense, 49ers are playing offense, 31st in yards per carry allowed.
Oh, wow.
So pretty much the Chiefs defensive line, if they can't stop Christian McCaffrey, this game is going to be over quickly.
Yep.
I think the thing is here, the 49ers, all you need to do, run the ball with Christian McCaffrey. I think he's going to go over his rushing attempts. I'm going to say Christian McCaffrey will be the MVP of the Super Bowl. I'm going to say he gets 26 carries, 131 yards, rushing, and then receiving, I think he's going to get 5 or 6 catches it's 4 catches for 46 yards and a touchdown. I think overall the 49ers will be your Super Bowl 58 champion. First time since 1994, and finally the first NFC team, but third team overall to win 6 Super Bowls. 49ers get the job done over the Kansas City Chiefs 34-20. I think the big thing is the 49ers offense is way too much for the Kansas City defense to handle. I think it's way too much. I think Patrick Mahomes, he's had the interception factor where he throws an interception every game against the 49ers. I think that's going to hurt him. And the big thing is, my big X factor, the Chiefs offensive line is not going to be able to hold on to the 49ers defensive line throughout the whole game. Even though people were saying, but the 49ers don't blitz. Doesn't matter. The 49ers defensive line can overpower the Chiefs offensive line all game. Even though they play a 4-3, I don't see how the Chiefs offensive line is going to be able to hold it. You get Trey Smith and Creed Humphrey occupied, the rest of that offensive line is going to crumble within an instant. 49ers win the game 34-20.
Okay. Wow. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Should we?
I think we should. I sent links out already to a few people. I'm waiting for them to respond.
All right. Let's open the floodgates. Let's open the floodgates. Link is in the chat.
As Alex would say, you've heard what he has to say.
You heard what I had to say.
You've heard what I have to say. Now we want to know what you have to say.
We want to hear from
you.
Yeah, you. You know, back there. Back there. You know who you are.
In fact, there is a couple of people who I'm really interested in hearing from, if they show up, of course.
But they sent the link. Bill LC said he sent the links.
I sent the links.
He said he sent the link.
We'll see. We'll see.
100% sent them.
We'll see. All right, we got someone backstage already. What's going on, Zach?
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, Zach? How are you?
I'm doing fine. Now this
pal?
game, this Super Bowl happened the last time. We know what happened. I don't think that's going to happen again.
Oh.
And the Chiefs, like in Super Bowl 55, are playing with a backup offensive line, essentially.
True.
They have the two most – LC, you left out a stat that I'm going to bring up. They have the two most penalized tackles in the league.
Jawan Taylor is number one. I was going to bring that up, though.
And Jawan Taylor.
Jawan Taylor, I knew was number one. He was also the bottom 10 graded offensive tackle according to Pro Football Focus.
Yeah, they have probably the worst offensive tackle duo in the league because the guy on the left side, Donovan Smith. I mean, it's going to lose in Tampa, and I watched him when he was a Buck. Even I'm a Packer fan. I watched him when he was a Buck. He is one of the fucking worst tackles I've ever seen. He is awful. He's bad. And he is going against Nick Bosa, and Chase Young is going against Jawan Taylor, assuming he's not benched because he was fucking terrible against Detroit.
True.
There is a bad matchup. Now, Kansas City played Buffalo in the divisional round, and Buffalo is not really good at running the ball. Buffalo ran the ball over 30 times and had over 100 plus on the ground.
Yep, they did. With Josh,
the only reason Kansas City won that game is because Buffalo's entire fucking defense was injured.
Yep, no Von Miller. You didn't have Von Miller.
No, they did have Von Miller. They didn't. All their linebackers were hurt. They had no Tre'Davious White. Their DBs were injured. Yeah. And Baltimore, their running backs only had 6 carries. Christian McCaffrey getting that on the opening drive of the game. How you beat this Chiefs team? You run the damn ball down their throat. That's right. You send a little bit of pressure on Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the 49ers are going to do that. I think Christian and Kyle are going to join their dads on the Super Bowl champion table because Ed and Mike won Super Bowls in Denver in the 90s.
That's right.
Ed McCaffrey and Mike Shanahan.
Yeah, Mike Shanahan should be in the Hall of Fame, damn it.
He should be.
He will be eventually.
Yeah.
Really.
I say the 49ers get their 6th Super Bowl championship, 38-21. My MVP, I'm going with a different guy. I'm going with Deebo Samuel.
I like that pick, too.
Deebo.
38-21. Bang, bang. Niner gang.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Niner gang, love it. Absolutely love it. Thanks for giving your predictions. As always, thank you for the support throughout the year, Zach. Much appreciated to you, my brother.
Much appreciate. Peace.
Peace
See
out,
you, brother.
Dude.
Yes. All right, Grange. What's up, man? What's up, man?
First of all, I don't want to hear shit from any of you. All right?
Well,
it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Dan Campbell's balls are too damn big for his own good.
Oh, really? Wow.
Second of all, still undefeated at home, baby.
That's true. Yes, he is. Yes, they are.
Third of all, man, I kind of had a rough day.
Oh?
I've been working on my project and fuck.
I hear you. College is a motherfucker. Good thing I don't have to deal with that anymore. Yeah.
Well.
So what are you talking about, pal?
I don't really have any analysis to add. Yeah, LC and Zach hit the nail on the head. I thought I'd never say this, but bang, bang, Niner gang.
Oh, man, a Cardinals fan just had bang, bang, Niner gang.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are breaking down barriers. We are breaking down walls. He said it. His head is in his hands.
I just got one last thing to say before I go.
What's that?
Rise up, Red Sea.
There we go. Love it.
We beat the Steelers and the Cowboys.
We'll see you next year.
On the road.
That's
right. See you next year on the road.
You guys have a good night.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Much love, brother. Thanks for coming on. Peace.
Peace.
John Natale's in the house.
What's up,
I figured I'll just do a quick pop in, see how you guys are doing.
What's
doing
happening?
good. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you guys?
Good. We're just talking about this big game, this Super Bowl. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely excited for this. I mean, this matchup was definitely my last choice when the conference championship started. This was the matchup I wanted to see the least.
Yeah, I can definitely.
There's a lot of people's. I understand that.
Yeah. I mean, the Lions were my first choice, regardless of who they played. I could care less. I mean, Lions versus Ravens would have been my first choice.
Right. For sure.
Yeah.
Because this is a rematch of 4 years ago. We all know how that turned out.
Yeah. Yeah. I was looking at some stats here to help me make my decision. Because according to the last meeting I see here, last meeting was played on October 23rd, 2022, where the Chiefs won 44-23.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, Natalie? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Tim. How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Anyway, so what's the ratio right now for 49ers to Chiefs?
It's split, honestly. I'm going with Chiefs. I'm saying 28-24.
You're the Chiefs.
Let's see. Tim has the Chiefs 34-31, I believe.
Yep.
And then LC has the 49ers at a score of
34-20.
34-20.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I kind of see this game being on the. I think this is going to be kind of a slugfest for some reason. I don't know why.
Slugfest. I love that word.
I feel like this is going to be probably one of the higher scoring games in history. But yeah, we're looking at the offenses are fairly equal here. We're looking at the 49ers with the second-ranked offense against the 9th-ranked offense for the Chiefs. Overall in rushing, the 49ers are 3rd versus the Chiefs 19th. But the only downside is for the Niners is the Chiefs have a better ranked defense for some odd reason, which kind of surprised me. It says the Chiefs are ranked 2nd.
True.
Versus the Niners ranked 8th. Yeah, I was kind of studying like the injury reports and seeing what was going on before making my picks. The Niners have no injury concerns right now, so yeah, they're the healthier team. On the Chiefs side, I think the notable names Sky Moore and Jerick McKinnon, they're questionable.
Right.
So either way, I don't think it's going to be much of an impact. I see this as a very high-scoring game, and out of the group here, I'm agreeing with Lucas. I have the 49ers winning this one.
Yes.
It's going to be a big slugfest here. I think the the Niners got to get that monkey off their back. They lost twice, so third time's the charm. I think this is going to be a high-scoring affair. I'm going to go a little bit crazy here. I'm going to go 42-38.
Ooh, that is high scoring.
With Christian McCaffrey as the MVP.
Christian
Same
McCaffrey.
here. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like going quarterbacks MVP. That's boring. It's often, a lot of times it's always a quarterback. I got to go outside the box and
absolutely
pick somebody that's not a quarterback.
That's right.
Picking the quarterback for MVP, that's boring. I gotta go outside the box.
That's true. I think Tim said Mahomes would be the MVP, right?
No, McCaffrey.
Oh, you said if the Chiefs win.
Oh, if the Chiefs win,
MVP is.
If the Chiefs win, I think I may have to go to Travis Kelce.
That's my pick. That's my pick, Travis Kelce.
Oh, wait, has there ever been somebody named MVP when they lose a Super Bowl? Has that happened?
I don't.
Yes.
Yes. Super Bowl 5.
Yes.
Really?
It was. I want to say it was. I can't. It was. Clint
Chuck
Longley.
Howley was one of them. Chuck Howley.
Chuck Howley.
Oh, okay.
Super Bowl 6 when the Dolphins beat the Cowboys.
Oh, interesting.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that was the lowest scoring Super Bowl in history. I think
one of them.
One
of them.
Yeah.
And so you said both you and Alex have Kelce as the MVP.
Yep, I got Mr. Taylor Swift.
Okay, then who do you have, Lucas? I have McCaffrey.
I have Christian McCaffrey too, man. And here's my thing. When the 49ers beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, Taylor is going to be in the locker room with Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce's going to be crying. And Taylor's going to be the one to console him.
Yes.
Well, but will she get a ring? Even though he won't.
Yeah. So that means I'm looking at my notes here from picks with our other friends that Alex and I are involved with. So that means, Alex, if you're correct, you and me will be co-champions for the season.
Oh, we're tied.
Since we're split down the middle. Because, right now I'm 177 and 107, and you're 176 and 108.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, is this just as long as I beat Steve? As long as I beat Steve, that's all I care about.
Let me see. Steven, well, you're guaranteed to because Steven has the Chiefs also.
Okay.
So you two are the same. Oh yeah, so you clinched because he's one game behind you, so you have nothing to worry about there.
Yes.
So the race is just down to you and me now.
Okay. May the best man win.
Yep.
May the best man win. John Natale, much appreciated. Thanks so much for coming in, my man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Much love, brother. I'll see you on the other side.
Yep, take care, guys.
Good.
Have a good night, guys. Thanks for having me.
Man.
Yep.
All right. And now we wait for more to show up.
I know. I sent out the links. Actually, I sent out my links before the show even started.
Okay.
So I already had ahead of time. I made sure, got my links. No, and I'm all for trash talking. We just don't put the legal names in the chat. That's all I'm asking.
That's a good point.
That's why I timed you out, man. I'm all for trash talking, but we don't dox.
No, we do not.
All I ask.
Right.
It's not cool.
It's not cool, man.
It's not cool, brother. All right. Let me see.
Well, I guess while we're waiting, just for fun, and since this is the last show of the season, just pop up some of these little tidbits that we love to see, starting with the senator.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
all right. Let's throw some clips up there. Because actually, hold on. Actually, I have the thing right here because I saw Dashy do this. So where is it? Right there. And so
of course,
just do this one. I got to start off with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, banana. Yeah.
One thing I will say is actually one thing Mac actually on his community post, he is our fellow horseman as well, the fourth fellow horseman. He actually had 10 Super Bowl questions. We did answer one of them already. First Super Bowl we remember watching. What is your favorite Super Bowl that did not involve your team?
Well, that's pretty easy for me because my team's only been in five of them and only done one twice. Favorite? Are we talking about favorite or overall best? Because there's a difference. Favorite? Ooh. Honestly, You're gonna like my answer. You're gonna like my answer, Lucas.
Super Bowl 43.
43.
Hell yeah.
43. Not only because of the game, but because of the experience that was all around. Because I was down in Boca watching it with a few of our friends, and that place was, as the kids like to say nowadays, lit AF.
It was popping.
It was popping. That's right. But yeah, that was a hell of a game from beginning to end. Loved everything about Super Bowl 43, although Steelers won. I would have loved to see the Cardinals win.
Yeah.
Would have loved to see the Cardinals win, but
I know. But my favorite, I agree with Mac on mine, Super Bowl 42. New England Patriots
42.
not getting the perfect season.
That was actually one of the first games I remember watching fully. First games I remember watching fully is from Super Bowl 42. Touchdown, Burst alone, touchdown, New York. And then the Tyree catch, or David Tyree off the helmet catch. Got like a stick of gum on there.
Of course, for me, I think my favorite one that did not involve the Cowboys was, of course, Super Bowl 54.
Because Patrick Mahomes' first one.
Yeah.
4 years ago.
Just 4 years ago, when the Chiefs finally got their second Super Bowl, 50 years after they got their first one. That was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. An individual Super Bowl performance you will never forget. This one's a tough one for me.
Ooh.
James Harrison, though, 100-yard pick six. I don't think of any other. That's the longest touchdown in Super Bowl history.
William the Refrigerator Perry scoring a touchdown and not Walter Payton. I think the fridge getting a touchdown
is insane.
Getting in Super Bowl 20. 85 Bears.
I probably have to say the second half of Super Bowl 27 when the Cowboys just lit it up against that Buffalo Bill defense. They actually knocked Jim Kelly out of the game.
That's right, they did. Most boring Super Bowl we ever watch. I think this is obvious for everyone here.
Patriots and Rams.
3, 2, 1, Super Bowl 53.
53, Patriots, Rams, yes.
Patriots, Rams. Tiny Tim?
I think that was the most boring.
I would think so.
Perfect.
Nothing but defense.
Nothing but defense. Favorite halftime performance?
There's a couple.
I posted this on my Discord today. I posted this in the Discord today. If you're not part of the Discord, make sure you click that first link. Join the Discord. It's a super happy fun time. Yeah, I said that my favorite Super Bowl halftime performance was Prince.
I wish I remember watching that one. That I heard it was amazing. I wish I remember that. Like Michael Jackson, the ones I've seen personally, like the ones I've seen live personally, and not have to rewatch. Like ones I've seen live is probably The Weeknd. Super Bowl 55. But if I had to put one that I actually watched, like all time great, probably Michael Jackson's.
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson at Super Bowl 27.
Heal the world.
I put him in there, and I did mention I did reply to Alex's Discord question. There was, I can't remember which one it was, but it had a collaborative effort on the part of Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, and Nelly.
What? Damn.
And that was all. They were all together, and
that was a throwback.
All of them coming together was so great. However, next to Michael Jackson, probably the best halftime show was U2.
U2. Back in 2001, I think
it was 2002.
2001 or 2002. Close second, though, for me. I don't know if you guys remember this. Back in 1992, while over on CBS, the U.S. figure skating team and Gloria Estefan were doing their thing over on Fox. They had a show called In Living Color, and they did a little counter special where they did like all their like skits and stuff, and Fire Marshal Bill was on there, and Men on Football, and the Homeboy Shopping Network. In Living Color, hell of a show.
I remember one year the WWE did something like that.
Halftime Heat with The Rock and Mankind in the empty arena match.
The empty arena match.
I remember that. That was the Falcons and the Broncos. That was that Super Bowl.
That Super Bowl 33. So, Super Bowl result that surprised you the most?
28-3.
Yeah. I think that's 51.
I mean, come on. You blow a lead like that, it's like...
Yeah.
It's cemented in history.
Cemented in history. There's actually a meme going around with the Falcons posting it 15 minutes to go when it's 28-9. And we all know the inevitable.
Yep. 43-8 from Super Bowl 48. Yeah, right.
Yeah, 28-3 for sure.
Super Bowl result that disappointed you the most?
28-3.
Really? Again?
No.
Most disappointing Super Bowl.
Most disappointing Super Bowl result?
Yep, most disappointing. Super Bowl result which disappointed you the most. I'm going to go with Super Bowl 48. I was expecting a bigger game. And then if I had a close second, it would be Super Bowl 50.
Oh, you wanted the Panthers to win that?
I wanted the Panthers to win. I wanted Cam Newton and the Panthers to actually win that game.
Really?
I wanted the Panthers to win realistically because they never won one before. And I knew Peyton Manning would be like a somber story. If Peyton won, I wasn't going to be really that upset. But I really wanted the Carolina Panthers.
You can't go against the sheriff, man.
I know, but you know what? I was rooting for the Panthers that year because even though there's one person on here we're not going to talk about, I was still rooting for the Panthers just because at the time I realistically thought that it would be finally time for a team to finally win a Super Bowl, like a brand new one. So
yeah. That's tough. You know what? I got one. Super Bowl 39.
Jaguars and Eagles. Patriots and Eagles.
Patriots and Eagles. I wanted the Eagles to win that one.
Same here.
I wanted Philly to win that one.
But they got their revenge.
But they did get their revenge eventually. But it wasn't with Andy Reid. It was with Doug Peterson.
I know.
All right.
What about you, Ty and Tim?
Talk about the result that disappointed me.
Yep.
Once again, I'm showing my age.
Oh.
Super Bowl 18. That was Oakland Raiders or Los Angeles Raiders back then versus the then Washington Redskins. I wanted the Redskins to win, but the Raiders were just tearing them apart.
Was that when they were in Los Angeles or Oakland still?
I think it was I think it was either right before or right after they moved from Oakland to Los Angeles.
Okay.
And I think that was right. I think it was the year before the Monday night game with the Redskins and the Giants when Lawrence Taylor basically stacked the hell out of Joe Theismann and basically put him into retirement.
Yep. I remember that.
Super Bowl you witnessed with the most dominating defensive performance of all time. Biggest defensive performance. I'm going to go Super Bowl 37.
Super Bowl 20.
20. But that I've seen? That I've seen?
Yeah.
I had to be alive to see it?
Well, technically, Steel Sermon in his answer says Super Bowl 20, agreeing with Tiny Tim.
Okay, I'll agree with Tiny Tim and Steel Sermon, Steel Maiden, Yins are Mac.
That was the Bears and the Patriots.
Bears and the Patriots. Now, had the Dolphins beaten the Patriots, it would have been a rematch of that Monday night game.
That would have been amazing.
From the Orange Bowl, and that would have been. I still think the Bears would have won that. Honestly,
I think they would have won too,
but it would have been a lot
much
closer
better
game. Would have been a lot closer game.
I agree. And then last but not least, your favorite Super Bowl trick play.
Ooh.
Super Bowl trick play. I don't know if I've even seen a great trick play in the Super Bowl.
There's two of them that I will say two of them. Hines Ward to Randall L. Randall L. to Hines Ward, and the Philly special.
Philly special. I remember we watched that together.
Yep,
when we watched that together at the house, we were like, "What the hell's going on?"
I remember that, and it was.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Philly special. Hell yeah!
I can't really think of one, but I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, I got to think about that one, but I honestly have to go with Philly special. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, do we have any other people?
Nobody's backstage. Nobody's backstage, but the link is in the chat still.
Link's in the chat. I sent my links out already. I tried to do everything I can, man.
I know you did. I know you did.
Yeah.
We'll do the best that we can. We're just, just chilling here, just relaxing. Just chillaxing.
Anybody that wants to show up, we want you.
We want to hear from you.
Oh, I agree. We want to hear from you guys. So anyone else want to join in, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, and yeah, before that little thing there, let's show those clips we love to see.
All right. Who do you want to hear? Who do you want to see first?
Well, I always love that senator.
Love Senator. Let's hear from. Where is Senator Romney? There he is. Where is Senator Romney?
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
Excellent.
But I'm still so shocked. I'm sure everyone is, of how the Eagles rose up so high in the season, and then they just fell down so hard. It was just like jumping. It's like they jumped out of an airplane without a parachute.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how terrible it was. I mean, those chickens, they got the talent, but
as they say, chickens are so much better than
chickens.
Chickens.
Dash, wants to hear Dennis Green. All right, we'll hear from Dennis Green. There we go. Let's hear from him now.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Let them off the hook.
That's true.
Dennis Green, God rest his soul.
God rest his soul, man.
Oh, I forgot I had this one. Which one is that? I think Tim sent me this one. I don't think I used it once this year, but I'm going to play it right now.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I think we might have used that once in the year.
There was like one time we used it.
God rest Toby Keith's soul. That's right, Toby.
That's
Keith.
right.
Red Solo Cup, but won't out.
I actually do have Dashy's picks because he can't join us, but I do have his picks.
All right.
Dashy says Super Bowl 58. This game ends in a blowout because the last 3 Super Bowls that aired on CBS were not close, and that will be the case here. Chiefs win 48-10.
Wow.
And his MVP.
Wow, he is underestimating those Niners.
And his MVP is Travis Kelce.
Oh, Dashy, I'm going to tell you one thing, brother. Those 49ers are going to score a hell of a lot more than 10 points.
Oh, they absolutely are. Few interesting facts to know about the game in particular, about some interesting stats. Refereeing wise, in the Super Bowl refereeing in particular, Bill Vinovich's crew, the last like 60% of the games have all been the under. So the under was 47.5. Means 47.5 is the right now is the line. 60% of the games under Bill Vinovich's crew have gone under.
Oh. So bet the under?
So the under is an interesting play. Also, there was a guy on Reddit who was incorrectly picked the Super Bowl the last 16 years in a row. And guess what his pick was? His pick was the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well.
So yeah, some guy on Reddit. So wait, hold on. It's on the community post from ESPN Bet. On Reddit, this guy, so r/sportsbook, and the guy is, I'm this guy, I'm _this _ guy. He says, the guy who incorrectly picked the last 16 Super Bowl winners. Yeah, I'm back with my Super Bowl pick, and he says, I predict the Kansas City Chiefs will win the Super Bowl. Don't overthink this. The better team will win. The Chiefs are an absolute machine in the playoffs. I bet against them twice in the Super Bowl in the past, and to quote The Who, I won't get fooled again.
Wow, nice.
Won't get fooled again. That's a nice reference there.
I know, yeah, definitely.
By the way, the over-under for this game is 47.5.
That's right. So
47.5.
You said, what did you say about the under again?
So in Bill Vinovich's games that he's refereed, they've went under the line, under where the line in 60% of his games that he's refereed.
Ooh. So that would mean, hold on. What was your score again?
31-20.
All right, you would pick
34-20. So I beat the over.
Plus 20. Okay, I'll be the over. I had 28-24, 52. And Tim, what was your score again?
34-31. So my score will be 65.
Over.
So
that will be
over. The over.
We're all taking the over.
We're all taking the over. So
it's the overs club. You got to go over. You got to go higher. Take the higher always. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. Let's see what else we got. Oh man. Yeah, we're just vibing now.
We vibing, man. So
where's Mr. Habon?
That's what I'm wondering. I send the link. I sent him the link. Where's my buddy Dennis? I want my buddy Dennis to be on, and he has not responded. I tried calling him. I sent them all the link. I tried doing what I can.
Oh, it's all right. It's fine. It's fine.
Did you want to make the announcement, Alex? Because we could go for a few more minutes, though, and then.
Should I?
Well, I think you should.
Okay. This is big news, ladies and gentlemen.
Big news.
Breaking news. Let me take this off for a minute. Only a couple of people know this. LC's one of them. Next season, Tim, we are rebranding. We are rebranding. The Four Horsemen are no more. Because, let me do this real quick. Hold on one second. Boom. Boom. And boom.
Yes, it's back, baby. It's back.
Hey.
Are back next.
They're going back. Next season, we're going back to basics next season.
The way I see it, in order to take a giant step forward, sometimes you just got to take a little step back.
I agree on this one.
I ain't got no problem with this.
My thing is, there was also the thing we had. It's tough to have car show the Four Horsemen when Mac, as much as we love him, man. Just I understand work takes precedent, but Just tough to not. I just would love to have you here more, man. But you're more welcome to come on the show, man. We just can't have it.
Yeah.
We just can't have it 4 anymore because if it's 4 and then we only have 3 on.
Yep.
A tough one.
Yeah.
So we're back.
True.
4 Horsemen is back. Or 4 Horsemen. It's no more. Pain and Gain rises from the ashes.
As I'm excited on, and it won't go back to my channel. It will stay on Alex's channel because unless there's a way we could
stream
it,
do a simulcast when on your channel, maybe have one on yours as well.
I like that idea. I like the simulcast
because I do have StreamYard Premium.
There you go. I love that.
So yeah, Pain and Gain is back.
Yes, Pain and Gain is back, and I think this is definitely I think this is a great decision. I think that's
good move.
I think it's a good move in general, and we will be once after the Super Bowl. When will we be back for the draft?
No, we will not be back for the draft because I will actually be in Detroit for the draft.
Oh, nice.
That's right. You are going to be at the draft. You're going to be live at Detroit, man. Detroit. You're going to be back. You're going to be there live.
Yes, I will be there with a few of my friends. It's going to be a hell of a time.
One day I would like to go to the NFL draft. That is one of my things I would like to do on my bucket list. I'm more likely thinking when it comes to Pittsburgh. Because I think from what I've been hearing, though, it's going to be coming to Pittsburgh in 2026 and 2027.
Oh.
And it would be in Pittsburgh. That's why I've been hearing it's going to be in Pittsburgh. And it'd be perfect there.
It would be.
I would love to be, especially because it gives me a reason to go back and maybe see a St. Louis Cardinals and Pittsburgh Pirates game in PNC Park. Because I've wanted to visit that stadium. It's a very nice stadium. I walked by that stadium when I was in Pittsburgh. I walked by the stadium.
Did. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty awesome, man. That Pittsburgh is a great city, though, man. I'm so glad I went back this year.
I want to go.
We're gonna have to go, Alex. 1 year, we're gonna go Steelers Dolphins 1 year. So they play in Pittsburgh next year.
Next year,
2025. They play in 2025 in Pittsburgh.
In 2025.
Yep, because it won't be happening this year, unfortunately, but it will be in next year. They'll be playing in Pittsburgh next year. So 2025 NFL season, they will be playing in Pittsburgh. They will be playing in Pittsburgh.
The Yinzers versus the Finns.
Yes, sir.
Love to see that. Can't wait. I would love to see that in Pittsburgh. That would be a fun game to go to.
Oh, trust me. Heinz Field is a phenomenal stadium to be
I just hope it isn't in December where we're freezing our asses off.
I hope not either. I hope it's in September.
Although I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind.
I was in Pittsburgh and it was in November. November is not bad realistically either. I went in November and it was in the 50s and 40s. So high 40s, low 50s. So it was not that bad.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
But yeah, next year.
Next season.
Next season. No, not this upcoming season, but the next following season. So I actually have a question for you guys.
That is a good point.
Here's a good point. So, if the Kansas City Chiefs do win, who do you have them facing in the opening day game next year?
Well, let's check their schedule real quick.
I already know if the 49ers win, why not set up a Super Bowl rematch? And let's be honest here, the NFL, they can have it. They can literally build it up as a Super Bowl rematch, opening game with the Niners win.
And they can have the
easiest thing ever. I actually have the Chiefs schedule. Actually,
I have it right here. So let's see. At home, if they win, Chargers, Raiders, Raven. Ooh, that'll be an interesting one. Rematch of the championship with the Ravens.
They play in Kansas City.
That'll be nice.
Yeah,
that's right. They do play. That would be a good one.
I'm going to say that. I'm going to say the Ravens first week if the Chiefs win.
If the Chiefs win, the Ravens. I would like that. That's actually a good matchup.
That would be.
That would be a great home game. Or another one, Houston Texans.
Houston Texans. Let me switch back to the colors real quick because we are still on 4 Horsemen, and we do have somebody backstage. So let me just click this.
Oh, we have another guest.
Hey, we have another guest.
Will our next guest enter and sign in, please?
And boom. Let's see. Jordy Scalzajat.
What's up, dude?
Hey, Pizzle 90!
Hey, what's up, Jordy?
The young blood outsider in the house!
Yes, sir. What is going on, man?
Doing great. My premiere, I mean, it went well without a hitch, even though I can't control the live chat, studio, even though, like, again, I always like it, for someone to, chat if they've been subscribed for 30 days. But nonetheless,
yes,
it all went good.
It was a solid stream from what I saw.
Oh, yeah.
6-pound kitty ball, just strikes and
well, here's the thing. Spares. Here's the thing. In the video, spoiler alert, I didn't get one strike. Now my dad, on the other hand, he did.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. Good for Mr.
Dr. G, as Remy would call him.
Dr. G. Absolutely. So what do you want to talk about there, bud?
Okay, so that's the thing. I mean, mostly I'd be talking about wrestling, but this is a football stream, so I better get my football stream. I better get my football face on. So yeah.
You got a face for that?
Well, yeah, we all have faces, Alex. We even wear different hats. You know that.
Yeah, that's true. Look behind me, all the same, but different.
Kind of like Lucas, except I mean, I wish it was a penguin hat.
I do have a Pittsburgh Penguins hat, but it's a Stanley Cup champion one.
And what do those penguins sound like? Like that?
Waddle.
No. The sound they make. It's either like squawking or it's like little. It's like sounding like they, got through, having a battle or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Just watch March of the Penguins and you'll have your answer.
The Penguins.
I would rather watch March of the Lucases if you don't mind.
There's no movie called The March of Lucases.
Oh, there will be. There's a bootleg of it, and I watched it recently. And guess what? It had your face on it, and all it did was have Lucas waddling like he always does.
Oh, wow!
Romy and Gary did not record me when we were in Vegas, so that's physically impossible.
No, that's not true. It is physically impossible.
Yeah, Romy and Gary did not record me.
That's not true. Impossible.
Gary and Romy.
And Tiny Tim, I think this is our first encounter on a StreamYard, I believe.
Yes, sir. I think you'd be correct. It is very pleasurable to make your acquaintance.
There we go.
So yeah,
that's good.
So, are you guys talking about what's going to happen this Sunday at the Super Bowl?
Yep, the Chiefs.
Yes, sir.
49ers.
Yes, we are. Go ahead.
Okay. I already made a prediction last week on R&R, and you're probably wondering, R&R, we talk about football? Saying it so. Yeah. And the thing is, I think this is how it's going to play out for one of the teams. One of them is going to end up like 34 or to 31, and it's either and I'm trying to think that somehow it'll be a miracle if it was the Niners going over. But they're going to try and make this game look good if they fix it, of course, because here's the deal, guys. The whole point of this Super Bowl has been trying to get Taylor Swift to the Super Bowl. And that's what the Chiefs are all about. That's what the whole idea of this is all about, just to get her to the Super Bowl.
They got her in already. There's no reason for them to win at this point.
That's what I'm saying. There is no reason for them to win. All they have to do is get her to the Super Bowl. That doesn't mean they have to, like politic their way to let them win.
True.
So there you go. But if they make it look good, and if they somehow win, that's what I think. 34 to 31 to make it look like a good game.
Okay.
But if it's a miracle, I'd say the Niners might go over. But that's just a miracle.
Do you believe in miracles?
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, Why do you think dreams come true, Alex? I mean, in 1 year, I'm going into wrestling.
That's true. That's right. He's getting into wrestling. Just make sure you know how to do that drop toe hold.
More like taking a bump than having to deal with a toe hold. Mostly.
That too. Bump, flat back.
See, wrestling maneuvers are one thing. I mean, all you got to do is study them real hard and try to, make them proper. Now, taking the landing and doing the ropes and all that, those are a different ballgame altogether.
Yep.
No pun intended for what the stream's about. But anyway.
It's fine. We're just chilling over here. It doesn't matter.
Chilling with Jordan.
That's right. On Jordy Scow. J-Man's legit. Be sure to check that out.
Yeah.
Whenever he streams.
Check it out.
Every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern on my channel.
Every Friday? Okay.
Yeah. During the SmackDown hours, I know, but it's 3 hours long, so I kind of beat SmackDown in that, so.
Okay.
I beat SmackDown and their punk asses.
What? Wait, you said, hold on. Where's that thing? Where's the thing? You said you beat SmackDown there, Sean. What?
So yeah, what are your guys' prediction on the Super Bowl?
I said the Chiefs would win 28-24. I think LC said 49ers would win 31 to I forgot what he said. And he's not even there. Okay.
Something happened.
Yeah, case in point right there. And Tim, I believe, said the Chiefs would win. I think he said 34-31.
Yeah, and where did he go? I mean, did he leave when if he left because I said something about the politics of football?
No, it's not that.
It better not be. I feel bad just by talking
it's just he's probably got some internet issues or probably pushed the button, so he'll be back in just a little bit. Knowing LC, probably just pushed the button. See, he just pushed the button.
No, I was talking about Tiny Tim.
I'm back. Don't worry.
He just pushed the button.
Because Tiny Tim.
My laptop, my tablet actually died of power.
It died.
Wow.
Rest in peace.
Well, Lucas, everybody's got to die sometime, man.
He'll be okay. I just got to charge it.
Oh, so you can revive it. Okay. Oh, there's Tiny Tim.
Rise from the
power.
dead.
Just lost power.
I was thinking I was thinking that Tiny Tim walked away because I was thinking that there's that the whole Chiefs and Taylor Swift and there's political thing going on. But
forget about all that.
Yeah.
Who cares about all that stuff?
Yeah, he takes it. Take it like a mat. Oh well, Alex, it's not just a game, for most people. Oh. They take it so serious.
I know.
A lot of people do.
I remember one time there was somewhere not too long ago, someone was watching a wrestling event, and because the wrong person won, somebody legitimately destroyed their TV and was at the risk of losing not just their home, but they were about to get a divorce. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, there was one Panther fan
for wrestling.
TV.
Yeah,
it was a Panthers fan. I know what you're talking about. One Panthers fan did that. He broke his TV.
And I think it was, and this was over wrestling. I think this was like a year or 2 years ago. I mean, but it just shows you how people are so oversensitive about, about wrestling or football. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, the thing is, you want to know why I don't usually talk about football a lot is because the thing is, just because here's the thing, I don't take it as legitimate, as everything that's going on in real life, because it is not the end of the world if my team doesn't win. Yeah, it's a sport. Yeah.
Sports. Wins and losses happen. It's
here's the thing. You remember the game that didn't happen not too long ago between the Packers and the Panthers? It was a close game, and the Panthers, they almost had the Packers, but guess what? I mean, that's the whole point. And I even told my mom, who's a Packers fan, I even said, well, I knew this was going to happen, but still, nonetheless, your Packers beat my Panthers, so job well done.
You're a Panthers fan.
Yeah, I'm a Panthers fan.
Right on.
And the thing is, I didn't bitch or complain about it. In fact, she actually admired the fact how I took the loss. I didn't. Yeah, because I didn't act like an immature man child, like all these other people do when their team loses.
Yes.
So at this day and age, you think people would think like, dude, it is just a game. Like it's not. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but every time one of their teams loses, they have to make a big deal about it. So,
oh, trust me, I know. I'm a Dolphins fan. All the Dolphins fans on Twitter are like, "Oh my God, the Dolphins lost! It's the end of the world as we know." We're going to just do like all them.
Right.
Like,
but still,
of course, it's just one loss. It's not the end of the world.
You were saying
exactly.
Tim?
Yeah.
You were going to say, Tim?
I was going to say we Cowboy fans have been experiencing that for the last 29 years now. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the Cowboys, remember the Giants. Remember when they, complained about the rain being a factor for them losing to the Cowboys? Yeah, they did. Don't you remember?
They did.
Wasn't that the first ever game in Mexico City way back when?
Mexico City.
I didn't know Mexico City had football.
Yeah, they go there all. I think that was during.
It was
how long ago was that?
What year? It was a while back.
Giants
and Cowboys in Mexico. I think it was the Giants and the Cowboys in Mexico City.
Well, either way, the Giants, they their team actually blamed it on the rain for giving them a disadvantage. But the thing is, how is that even possible? I mean, it gives, the Cowboys a disadvantage too. I mean, it's raining.
Yep.
Right.
It's just weather.
Yeah.
It's weather.
I bet there's been some games where they had to play in the snow too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, what? Yeah, that's the best. Some of the best games are played in the snow. Some of the best games are played in the snow. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you remember the Tuck Rule game?
With Brady and the Raiders, Tom Brady and the Oakland Raiders.
Now, there hasn't been a game in the snow for quite some time, and then again, not to my knowledge,
Oh.
But the point is, it just proves a point that not just football fans, but football teams in general make excuses for why they lose.
Right.
100%. That's absolutely right.
But I will guarantee you this one day. I guarantee you that one of these days the Panthers will win a Super Bowl. And I hope it happens in the near future. Because I know one of these days I may not be, amongst us one of these days, because again, we all have a time limit, for in life.
Yep,
so
you never know when your last day is.
Before I go, there's going to be a day when the Panthers will win, and it will be when I'm still breathing.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Amen to that. Me and the Dolphins, man. Shit, it's been what 50 some odd years. It was way before I was born. We now have the longest playoff drought in the league. So it's been 23 years since we've won a playoff game. Hopefully next year will be the one, and hopefully I'm there to see it.
Amen to that. By the way, Alex, I forgot to tell you that there was a miscommunication with how Ben was, counting the awards. I technically won 12. You won 14, of course.
14?
Yeah, you won 14. I won 12. So, it raised my hopes a little bit, but he made a miscalculation.
I love it.
But I'm catching up.
You know what the funny thing is, though? I won the most popular one. The moment.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Gare Bear. Hi. I just got off work.
It's a running gag of the network.
Yeah.
It was
Hi, Gare Bear. And then you have Gary go, get out of here! Go away!
Pretty much.
And then you're saying, but Gare Bear, love conquers all.
That's the whole point. It's supposed to be funny.
That was a pretty good. That was a pretty good impression of Gare Bear right there.
Yeah. And it's not just Gary. It's Lucas too. It's easy to imitate Lucas. Just look at him.
Be quiet.
Be quiet.
This is better than winning a championship. I just got a bird from LC Muscles.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
In fact, it's because of LC Muscles, right here is because how I got to know everybody in the network, and it's the infamous episode 60 of the Pain and Gain podcast.
Yeah,
that's right. Pain and Gain.
Legendary.
Yeah.
The legendary Super Pain and Gain, and then you have it crying because having a vendetta, and then become the legendary Super Saiyan itself.
Yeah,
that's right. Muscles podcast.
The Muscles podcast.
Muscles podcast.
That's what it started out as.
Yeah, that didn't hold out for long, now did it?
No.
What, 2 or 3 episodes of that?
Until episode 4.
It was a tentative title.
It was like a project at the time, now wasn't it?
Exactly.
Project.
Well, here's the thing. You know what the difference between R&R and P&G is? We keep the R title and we run with it.
Yeah, you guys are how many episodes you guys are at right now?
Oh God. Hold on a second, let me check.
How many episodes you guys are at right now? Because that's pretty impressive, I gotta say.
125 as of last week.
125 episodes, rant and rave.
And still doing it on a weekly basis. No breaks, no time off.
No breaks, no time off. Every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Brandon Martin.
Brandon Martin at Brandon Martin R&R.
Brandon.
Brandon.
Actually, let me link that in the chat real quick. Let me just do that real quick.
Go ahead.
Brandon Martin.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
Rants and rave. There we go. Let me see this here real quick. Google. No, not Morton. Not Brandon Morton.
Martin.
Oh.
Morton.
Morton. Here's a who.
I'm Morty.
Like Rick and Morty?
Yes, exactly. Like Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty?
Podcast,
that's a good show. I will say it's a good show. Rick and Morty's a good show.
Even though they kind of look like a rip-off duo of Doc and Marty.
Doc and Marty, yep.
There we go. There's the link in the box. There's the link in the chat if everybody wants to check out Rant and Rave. Tell them Pizzle sent you, and every Thursday night, 8 p.m. It's Jordy Scow. It's Brandon Martin. It's Michael Bombardia. It's let's see who else
Eric.
is on there. Eric Big Beefy Lima and Mr. Hawking.
Mr. Hawking.
Mr. Hawking. And LC pushed the button again.
He pushed the button.
He pushed the button again.
What? No, I was here. I'm still here.
I don't know. You pushed the button.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened there.
Oh, okay. I was just having to check because his picture's still there on the YouTube side of things.
Yep.
So, by the way, if you want to, any of you guys who are watching the Super Bowl, me and Brandon, I think I'll probably host it for him until he gets back. We will be covering the Super Bowl, and yes, I know it's going to be crazy. I know a lot of people may not show up, but here's the thing: please show up just for the sake of love and support. I mean, come on,
that's right.
That's right. And plus, and you're also invited to the panel as well, like Tiny Tim, Alex, and even Lucas, if you got the time.
I'll see what I can do.
Sure.
I will see what I can do.
Gotta dust off the notebook with schedules on it.
That's right.
The handy dandy notebook.
Oh, the notebook. The handy dandy notebook. That's right. Oh, yeah. All right, Jordy. Thank you so much for coming in, man. We much appreciate it. I'll see you on the other side, my friend.
All right. God bless you and take it easy, guys.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Good. All right. That was Jordy Scow.
That was
J-Man's legit. First time Tim meeting him.
Yeah, seems like a nice guy.
Solid. He's a solid individual. Has some interesting takes when it comes to things, but all in all, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. All right. What else we got? What else do we got? Let's play some more clips.
All right, sounds good. And
I know I lagged on the jazz hands because I know
Yeah, just throw about at random, you know.
They're a living, breathing, statistical impossibility. I've never seen a team this bad.
And that explains the Panthers this year. No offense, Troy. That's just how it is. I mean, they did have the worst record in the league. And now they don't have a first-round pick because they gave to the Bears last year. So
yes, they did.
And all I got to say to that is,
Very Kawhi Leonard, man.
That laugh. Oh, here's one.
Hello. You play to win the game.
You play.
You sent me that one.
That's
classic.
You sent me that one. That was a classic.
You have Jim Morris playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
I was hoping we can win a game.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Jim Mora.
We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run the ball. We couldn't complete a pass. We sucked.
And I have that labeled as diddly poo.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Diddly poo.
Diddly poo.
Hey, I'm in the mood for a song, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
Sure.
yes. I think I know which one you're talking about.
Woo!
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Listen.
Hell no. I love that song.
Puts me in the groove every time.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely amazing. And all these will be coming back next year, right?
That's right. You're damn right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Damn right they will. And well, I'm actually going to, while we're taking a little
break, I'm going to be on the lookout for some more clips we can use for the show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for that.
I'll be glad to assist you any way I can.
Okay.
Same here.
Right. Lucas, really? You will?
I'll try and find some clips, too.
Bitch, please.
You for real?
You for real? Yes, I am for real.
Bitch, are you for real?
I am for real.
That's a classic.
Yes, it is.
Oh, what in the all types of blue hell?
Another classic.
And if you don't like that, Mike Tomlin has forwards for you.
We do not care.
We do not care.
Oh, hell. I'm just going to unload the chamber. Let's hear the Terminator.
And now go Chargers, go.
Gold Chargers with Jim Harbaugh. You will get your finally a winning season. Hopefully.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
No, it's the Bills. Buffalo all the way this time.
Because nobody
circles the
wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Do you want to hear Jimmy?
Right. I want to hear Jimmy. Yeah.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Oh, Alex, how are your Dolphins doing? How do you feel about those Dolphins, Alex?
Son of a bitch, I'm sick of these Dolphins.
But when they win,
Miami wins the game. Miami wins the game.
Michael Irvin.
Oh, Michael Irvin. Oh, I forgot about this one.
I'm sick and tired of all this bullshit. Now, put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it.
That's pretty good.
I think you sent me that one too.
That's a baseball one.
Yes.
That's used for baseball streams, Alex. If you do a baseball stream, absolutely put that on.
No more questions. So just going across the thing.
Wait, Alex, you should do that for a Braves game.
I might, you know what? I actually might do some Braves play-by-play this offseason. Get into the dibble-dabble in the little MLB action.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of
spring training starts in less than a month.
That's right. Pitches
less than a month. And for the first time in history, my team has a world championship to defend.
That's right. The Texas Rangers are the World Series champions. They're going to defend their title. I'm just wondering what the World Series rings are going to look like.
Oh, they haven't shown them yet?
Interesting.
They haven't shown them yet. I think they show before the first game of the season.
George Knox throwing chairs. John Natale says George Knox throwing chairs, even though that's baseball. Homer Simpson. Oh, the Denver Broncos.
Oh, the Denver Broncos.
I think I might bring that one on next year.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, here's one. Here's one.
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
That's a good one.
And of course, Elsie, you'll get this one. I think you'll get this one.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Sure,
and those are the only ones that I have right now. Oh wait, hold on. I got one more. And all those game show fans out there.
Damn.
This one.
Why?
That's a good one.
Thompson. I got a couple from Vince McMahon. I think I might get rid of those because he's a piece of garbage.
Yeah, Vince McMahon, you gotta get rid of him. I'm sorry, even though he's iconic, some lines are iconic. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but his reputation has forever been tarnished.
Yep.
Unfortunately, man, it's so disgusting what happened with them, man.
Yeah.
And I think I'm. Oh, wait. Yes, that's right.
The goddamn Jets.
Yeah.
Damn Jets.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Romy sent me this one. I don't think I only used it once.
Fuck you!
Yes. That's great. Now we just need the kamikaze one. The kamikaze for Gary's favorite sound effect. The serious Sam kamikaze. It goes,
And the last one I have on here. Moot him! Cole Johnson. That's right.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yes, sir. Well, gone 2 hours. I think that'll do it.
Yeah.
Unless anybody else wants to jump on. Link is still in the chat. Give it another 3 minutes? 2-3 minutes?
Sure. 3 minutes.
2-3 minutes. Just chill.
Yeah.
Just relax. What's your guys' favorite Super Bowl snack?
Ooh,
Super Bowl snack.
Wings.
Super Bowl food. What's on the table?
Wings, pizza.
Yeah, can't go wrong with pizza. Chips and salsa, maybe some little smokies with barbecue sauce.
Ooh, smokies.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. I like those sweet and sour meatballs.
Oh, okay.
Those cocktail meatballs. You put a little barbecue sauce on there, maybe some grape jelly, mixed it all together. Oh my god, it's so good. So good. Veggies and the dip, chips and dips. I like the 7-layer stuff that they do.
Guacamole.
The guacamole.
Yeah, as Gary would say. What else? I'm gonna try and figure out what the menu would be and what I could
mozzarella sticks. Ooh, good choice.
Mozzarella sticks are a decent choice.
Nice.
I've not had mozzarella sticks in a while.
Okay. All right.
Sometimes they had sweets for the Super Bowl, but I'm not going to do sweets this year for the Super Bowl. I'm trying to do more savory foods.
What about beer?
Beer is a good option, but
Yeah.
Nice cold beer.
Yeah, nice cold beer. It's good
nice,
for the Super Bowl.
Nice, good Budweiser.
That's refresh.
Yeah.
Ooh, Budweiser.
I know last year I went to a big party, so I don't know if I'm going to do that this year. But at least I'm going to watch it, though, and have some fun, though, this year. Just do something fun.
Hell yeah.
I just want to overall have a fun time watching the Super Bowl.
I just hope it's a close game.
Oh, yeah.
I hope it's a good game.
It's going to be. I think it's going to be.
I hope it's a close game. I hope it's a good game.
Same here. Any Super Bowl commercials you think about interesting?
I saw one that Paramount Plus did. With, with a bunch of different stars. They had Hey Arnold. They had Tua Tagovailoa on there. Drew Barrymore, Patrick Stewart, Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog was on there. Peppa Pig, of course. And then Creed. Creed was on there, the band Creed.
Interesting.
Man, whatever happened to them?
They're actually coming back. There's a resurgence, if you will.
I did not know that there was a resurgence for Creed, but realistically, I'm hoping there's someone good. They haven't been great the past couple of years. I'm hoping there's like one that's really good.
Well, we know that there's one that we're going to see. That's the Budweiser horses.
Yep.
The Clydesdales.
The Clydesdales. That's right. I know there's probably going to be a Deadpool trailer. Hopefully there's a Deadpool trailer.
I've been
Deadpool
hearing
3.
there's a Deadpool trailer. Deadpool 3 is going to be the trailer comes out. Any other movies?
All right. Let's see what's coming out.
They better not do one for Civil War because that'd be stupid as fuck. That would be one of the worst Super Bowl commercials of all time.
Civil War for what?
For the Super Bowl advertising. They do a trailer for that. That'd be so stupid. That A24 movie.
Oh.
God, no. I hope they don't do that.
Let's see. Let me look this up.
Deadpool I would want the most. That's the one I really am looking forward to.
I would like to see. I don't know if Netflix has done anything like this yet, but it has been over 500 days. I've been waiting for the 6th season of Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
That would be cool.
Yes. I love that show too.
Supposed to come out this year. Just don't have an exact date yet.
Okay. I'd like to see that. There's actually a Beetlejuice movie coming out.
Oh, I heard about that.
Furiosa, the Mad Max saga.
Yes.
That's coming out.
That'd be amazing.
Godzilla versus Kong, maybe?
That would be a cool one.
Or Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That would be a good one. That would be a good one.
Yes.
Please don't do Dune either. No Dune Part 2.
I heard a rumor that
or Roadhouse, because I'm like Roadhouse. I saw the previous horror. I'm like,
no one would not. It just doesn't look right. I mean,
no, it doesn't.
That was Swayze and Swayze alone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Roadhouse.
No one else.
Roadhouse.
No one else could ever do Swayze. God rest his soul.
That's right.
I would like to see a trailer for Monkey Man, though.
Ooh.
That looks good. Monkey Man does look good. I would be interested in seeing that.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's any other ones, but Kingdom of Planet of the Apes, Mad Furiosa. Please don't do the Garfield movie with Chris Pratt being Garfield in another one.
That dude's in everything nowadays.
Yeah, he is. Quiet Place Day One. I would be happy about that one. A Quiet Place Day One. That one I would be interested in. But I think Deadpool is going to be the big one.
Or
maybe Joker, the new Joker one they could do too.
That's right. All right.
All right, guys.
I think that's it.
That's it for the season.
That covers it. That's it for the season.
Yeah.
Network 98. Eddie. Fast Eddie is picking Kansas City. Very nice.
Another Chiefs person. So not many I'm surprised not many people are going to be picking the Niners, but I'm picking the Niners, man.
Just picking the Niners.
I like those Niners.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have some content on my channel about the Dolphins coming soon. We're going over free agency. Going over free agency, talking about who we should re-sign, who we should keep, who we should cut, who we should bring back, and maybe some free agency who we should look at, who we should bring in, what we should do. Be on the lookout for that coming soon on a YouTube channel near you.
Yeah.
Tiny Tim, you just did your last show for Fantasy Football Fever, I believe.
We did. Well, the last show we did was not this past Friday, but the Friday before. We got one coming up this Friday. This Friday we have our Super Bowl preview. Thank you. For some people, we've already heard my predictions, and we heard John Natale's. Of course, we'll have our man John Flynn with us, giving
for the
us
win.
His Flynn for the win. Yep. Hooked on Sports. Don't forget that podcast that he does.
That's right.
So, yeah, we'll have our show Friday night, 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, TJ and 3774 channel.
Hell yeah. And, of course, LC Muscles.
I'll have some stuff planned for my channel. Do not worry.
You got your
I got something planned for. Don't worry, I still got something planned. We'll make everything work. Don't worry.
That's right. Okay, so that's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, next time you see us, probably be a couple weeks from now when we talk about the recap of the Super Bowl and the future of our teams moving forward.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing something like that, but it'll be a little while from now.
Yeah.
Take a nice couple weeks off, just sit back and reflect on the season,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, for LC Muscles 28, for Tiny Tim, for Yenzer Max Steel, Sermon Steel Made wherever he may be, say Pizzle, saying peace out and fins up. Baby! See you guys next time.
See you guys next time as we move back, to Pain and Gain.
Yeah.
We love you guys. We love you guys. We love you guys.
Thanks for all the support this season.
Hell of a season. Much love and appreciation to each and every single one of you. We'll see you later.